Hello everyone. The ocean and its underwater world at the same time scare and attract. It occupies most of the surface of the earth. Among the largest variety of fish, shellfish in turtles and similar to them, there are such species that are amazed by their shapes and colors. Their appearance is on the verge of collapse, so I want to pet them. But their beauty can be deceiving. Many of them are dangerous for a person, since they have poisonous weapons that are hidden behind an attractive appearance. So these are 10 of the most deadly inhabitants of the seas and oceans. Let's go. They live in the Black and Japanese seas, as well as in the warm latitudes of the world's ocean. All their conscious life, these fish swim to the bottom, and the usual place of stay of a scorpion is algae and stones, where, thanks to their unusual color, they can be perfectly masked. On the bodies and fins of these fish, there are formless growths on which poisonous glands are located. If a realist looks or accidentally steps on this fish, painful poisonous injections are provided to him. Scorpion is undoubtedly one of the most dangerous underwater inhabitants. Indian and Pacific Ocean. Here, among coral reefs, you can meet fish. It has a very bright color and an interesting shape of the body and fins, which is why it has such a name. The body is 30 to 40 centimeters long. In the fins, which resemble wings, there are poisonous gills. The poisoning of this poison causes cramps, a violation of the activity of the heart, and even gangrene in the place of the injection. Mollusk conus. They live on coral reefs of Indian and Pacific Oceans, closer to the tropics and subtropics. There are currently about 500 species. The shells of these mollusks have almost the right conical shape, which is reflected in their names. The length of their body is from 60 to 200 millimeters, and the color of the shells of the conus is diverse. Therefore, they are of great value for collectors. However, do not rush to collect them, especially with bare hands. On both sides of the shell of these mollusks, there are poisonous glands. When in contact with the skin, you will instantly feel a sharp pain. Then the sensitivity of the place of impact is lost. As a result, contact with the mollusk conus can lead to the paralysis of the organs of the breathing. This is the largest species of jellyfish, which is common in the northern parts of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, is also found in the warm waters of Australia and New Zealand, but is much smaller than the northern ones. The length of the giant jellyfish is 36 meters, and the diameter of the dome is about 3 meters. This jellyfish has different colors. As a rule, those that are smaller are orange or body color, large, pink, and purple. It has many extremely sticky tentacles. All of them are divided into 8 groups. Each group contains from 65 to 150 tentacles located in a row. With this representative of the sea fauna, you can meet on the meadow of the Indian and Pacific Oceans, as well as in the Red Sea. The fish is 20 centimeters long and really looks very much like a stone. All the body is covered with growths, a little brownish brown and green. There are 13 poisonous spikes on the back. This is not the most harmless stone, but the inhabitants of Australia call it a sea vampire. Probably there is something for it. This predator is very well disguised, lies on its own at the bottom, does not touch anyone. It's hard to even think that there is a terrible danger here. However, it does not attack a person for the first time. But if it happens only to touch the bearded one, then the reaction will not be slow. It is called the most beautiful and most poisonous octopus. The habitat is the coastal waters of Australia and Southeast Asia. This poisonous beauty is easily placed on the palm and weighs only 100 grams, with a size of 25 centimeters. During the day, the octopus hides in the crevices under the stones, and it is very difficult to recognize it. Octopuses have an amazing ability to change their color, and when it stays calm, then this octopus is very easy to confuse with other absolutely harmless rodents. And when excited, Yellow, orange, red colors with blue rings appear. In addition, this beauty has a powerful poison that can paralyze up to 10 people. The habitat of this fish is subtropical and tropical seas. It can also be found on the coasts of Japan, China, and Korea. The fish is a dog, belongs to the family of Iglobruch, and lives at a depth of 100 meters. It grows to a length of 50 centimeters. This cute fish is very poisonous, and this poison is of a neuroparalytic effect. It is contained in the skin coverings and internal organs. There is no antidote yet, and death can come after eating this fish. It should be noted that the inhabitants of the countries of Southeast Asia consider the dish of Iglobruch to be a delicacy. Sea hedgehogs belong to the Iglobruch family, and almost 600 species of these animals are included here. There are very poisonous hedgehogs, and there are not very much. The areas of the tropics and subtropics of the Indian, Pacific, and Atlantic Oceans are the habitat of these poisonous representatives of the marine fauna. The fleshy body is all covered with needles, the injection of which causes terrible pain. In coral reefs, hedgehogs live with needles of 30 centimeters, and on the shores of Japan, there is another hedgehog, Taxipneustes, which is called a killer. Its body is covered not with needles, but with stems, at the end of which there are something like pincers. Prickly shark Katrana. This is the most common shark of the Russian seas. In some countries, Katrana is called a sea dog. It also lives in the western and eastern Atlantis, in the Mediterranean and Black Seas. The form of the Katrana body is considered to be the most perfect. Length from 100 to 225 centimeters, weight from 8 to 25 kilograms. It swims very quickly and mainly at a depth from 100 to 200 meters. The distinctive feature of Katrana is the pricks, which are located on the fins. These pricks are a certain danger for a person. You can get wounded at the same time by receiving a portion of poison. These jellyfish live on the shores of Australia and Indonesia. They swim pretty fast for jellyfish, 6 meters per minute, and are predators. During the day, they are located near the bottom, and at night at the surface of the water. They are mainly fed by fish and sharks. The shape of the body is similar to a cone or a bottle, and the body is transparent. Cuba jellyfish is considered the most poisonous animal and the most dangerous creature, since it can cause severe damage to a person. However, it never attacks people, and is absolutely random to strike with its poison. Just she does not have time to swim, while someone wanted to dive. According to statistics, the sea wasp is the most dangerous inhabitant of the sea, even ahead of the shark. After the attack of the sea wasp, no one has yet managed to survive. Against the poison of the sea wasp, medicine is powerless today.